A home is more than just a space. It's a place where you can express yourself, a place to make your own. Find inspiration and refresh your creative spirit. Go on, design your dream with Caesarstone.
Well, thank you very much, Leanne. Now, over the past week, we've had the privilege of showcasing the most beautiful kitchen designs that made it to the finals of the Caesarstone Kitchen Designer of the Year. Now, today, we show you the winning kitchen that stole the judges' hearts and was crowned as the winning design. Take a look.
Durban-based designer Beth Gillit is the Caesarstone Kitchen Designer of the Year. With her winning design, she created an inviting space with world-class functionality.
The choice of materials were really important here, where there's a beautiful, subtle African influence throughout the home. And for that, we decided the main choice of material would be a nice warm timber to go with that. But then we needed something other than just being a nice, warm, homely feeling. We needed the contemporary kind of look, stylish and chic. And for that, we wanted to contrast with the timber. And what we had used was a beautiful snow white Caesarstone, which kind of picks up the beautiful grain in the timber and enhances it further. So with this, we've actually kept it seamless so that there's no handles as much as we can go for. So we've used a beautiful touch catch system, very simple to open, which then you just, for any obviously beautiful storage still, and to close as well. And we've used a V-grip kind of detail here, which also again creates such a beautiful relationship between the Caesarstone and the timber. It was nice to keep this beautiful clean surface all to the one side, especially for offloading and for your preparation, and actually having your area to rinse up with. And also for when guests are here, it's easy for them to come grab a cup of water or whatever without getting in the way of the cook, the chef in the kitchen. It's a beautiful feature because we've actually underslung it. The thickness of the Caesarstone, it shows it beautifully, and it shows the lovely edging that you can actually do with this beautiful stone. Then when you're prepping, your Caesarstone is also scratch resistant. So with this beautiful big surface that you have to work with, this is where you will be prepping most of your goodies for cooking. And also when you're entertaining, you've actually got the surface to put out your platters of food, which is not going to scratch the surface at all because of the Caesarstone quality. In a sense, the overall product just basically is a beautiful visual feature in the home. You want to be in it, you want to cook in it, you want to actually entertain your friends and family here. So in all, it's just a very pleasing aspect to the home.
Now in its third year, the national competition saw a significant amount of entries. For Judge Darren Bester of It Is Design, the finalists were in a class of their own.
I think as judges what we're looking for in the winning design is obviously we're looking number one spatially how the kitchen's been designed, but I think the aesthetics play a really big role in it. So we look at the flow, see how they've used the materials. For me, one of the biggest things is looking at how they've detailed the different materials. So all of that comes together to give us a design that's really pleasing. I think one of the original things when we had a look at the design was that it, number one, had that real sleekness to it, but the most important thing is that she had actually detailed masterfully the different materials, so the Caesarstone was well considered. The use of that with other materials was great, so you could actually see it was the South Africa design. This key thing that I'm really passionate about is making sure that that comes through. And I just think it was well detailed and masterfully planned and really beautifully put together.
To impress Judge Eloise Rudman of Sharson Projects, the winning design need not only be creative, but also practical with world-class functionality.
Kitchens are hard, they really are hard to do, as domestic work in general is very hard to do. With kitchens, function is the most important thing. And Beth paid a lot of attention to an overall aesthetically pleasing design, but not compromising function, which is very easy to do. You get a bit carried away and then forget about the rules that are in place to make kitchens functional. There's a beautiful transition from one room to the next where there isn't this clear separation to this is the kitchen and this is the dining room. She's blended the spaces together quite beautifully. And that's what made her design a winning design.
Congratulations, Beth Gillit. Read more about the prestigious annual Caesarstone Kitchen Designer Competition on caesarstone.co.za.
So the competition was in its third year running, and the lady who can proudly say that she holds the title of the Caesarstone Kitchen Designer of the Year is joining me right here in studio. Beth Gillit, all the way from eThekwini in Durban. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
man,
you.
you've got to tell me about that moment when they said that you are the winner. What is that feeling like?
Sure. I just couldn't believe it. I got this phone call from Trevor from Caesarstone, and I was so overwhelmed. I was actually shaking after the telephone call, and just messages started rolling in. Such an unreal kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Until a few days later, I received this SMS notifying me of this 50,000 Rand deposit.
High five, very nice.
Yeah.
That's because it's part of the winning prize. Not only do you get the title, but
Yeah.
50 grand. Like, so you got that deposit into your account, 50 grand.
Fantastic.
Have
yeah.
you decided what you're going to do with that?
Sure, I thought, be responsible, put it away, maybe for my dream kitchen and home one day, but also maybe, take some of that winnings and just use it for some fantastic holiday, something you wouldn't do for yourself.
Do that, do
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
you just told me right now that you grew up on a farm.
Yes.
So you went from farming to kitchen designing. How did that happen?
I had a passion for art, and I kind of fell into kitchen design. I went and did my tertiary education, did some fine arts and marketing, and it just kind of rolled, and I fell into it, which
Absolutely
is fantastic. Yeah.
beautiful. Now, you were talking about you're going to be investing that into your own dream kitchen.
Yeah.
What does your dream kitchen look like?
Wow, there's so many options. I'd have to see what the trends are at the time and then just go with that and
Yeah.
incorporate it into my home one day.
Yeah.
And use my style and just see.
And talking about your style, I mean, we're looking at pictures of your kitchen that you designed, the winning kitchen design. Tell me about some of the kind of the highlight points for you that you think won you this prize.
Well, it definitely relates to kind of the trends that are happening now.
Yeah.
So you've got that clean-cut, very seamless kind of
Yes.
effect. You're wanting a timeless quality. You don't want your kitchen to date. Basically, you'll see in a lot of homes these days, a lot of raw elements are
Yeah.
used, like concrete and raw brickwork. So you're kind of wanting to do that in your kitchen, like raw natural timbers and stone. That combination is it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Where Caesarstone has that beautiful, timeless quality about it.
Beautiful. My big highlight, I love this area here around the counter, the kitchen counter, where you can do a lot of prep work, where people can actually sit, while you're cooking, entertaining friends.
Yeah, that's the point. You're wanting your kitchen to be part of your home. You don't want to be back in some cooking and slaving away. You
Yeah.
want to be socializing with your
Yes.
family and friends, and that's the key to that.
Beautiful stuff. Well, congratulations once more.
Thank you
the
so
title
much.
holder of the Caesarstone
Yeah,
Kitchen Design of the Year.
fantastic.
And enjoy that 50 grand.
Thank you.
It's going to
Thank
be
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Where are you thinking of going to?
I don't know. I'd love to go somewhere exotic.
Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah.
Hawaii. How about Hawaii? You're not married yet.
No,
okay,
no.
no. So let's not do Hawaii. That's reserved for honeymoons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we'd like to say thank you very much to, of course, our friends at Caesarstone for celebrating South African talent, really promoting it and putting it up there. And obviously, a big congratulations to Beth as well. Now, mokgaetso, ha re bua kana ka talente, re bua ka batho ba ba itseng gore ba dirang. Jaanong ba le ko kitcheneng ga ke itse gore ba itse gore ba dirang. A re shebelle.